Why is it that you're being promoted as a leader? Hello, vanakkam, welcome back. Today we are taking audience question. இன்னைக்கு கேக்குற audience question வந்து Sangavi-IA 6687. Sangavi, thank you so much for asking the question. Thank you for your following. Really means a lot. So Sangavi கேக்குற கேள்வி என்னன்னா, I know how people become managers and I'm just one step away. All right, good. But I really don't know people management. Please enlighten me on how to become a good leader, help in administration, and how to deal with difficult, stubborn, and you're so nice, rarely bad people. You know what? You really belong to the positive tribe. You know why I say that, Sangavi? Because you did not say straight out call that there are a lot of bad people. You said there are rarely bad people. I love your optimism. Thank you. And be that way. All right. That's what really helps you to surround yourself with good people. And that's what thrives your growth as well. So you're so kind in your words. All right. Hope you take it serious and address it somewhere. I'm not addressing it somewhere. I'm addressing it right here. Step one. You want to be a people leader. You don't want to be a people manager. I want to take a step back and I want to narrate or relate to my previous experience. நான் வந்து college முடிச்சு in my first job, when I got a promotion as a manager, என்னோட கம்பெனில இருந்து எந்த மாதிரி ட்ரைனிங் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. How do you become a manager? அப்படிங்கிற ட்ரைனிங்கே கிடையாது. I've never had any, because I've always worked for small employers. But if you're working for a large employer, your company should give you some formal kind of training for managers. So if you are a startup, if you are a small to mid-sized company, I would highly recommend நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, you should put together managers training material. This is a big gap in the industry, in the small to medium-sized businesses. Because when I think back, even within our own organization, we did not have leadership content, leadership material, training material, or managers training material. First time managers ku enna. Talking about that, there is an amazing book from Ken Blanchard. It's called as 1 Minute Manager. If you are an upcoming manager, if this is the first time you are becoming, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு manager ஆக போறீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா அந்த book படிங்க. It's a very simple one, all right? First time manager ன்னு சொல்லி Ken Blanchard. But what my recommendation, if you know how to become a manager and you're one step away, what are the things what you would do? First வந்து, I want you to think about what are the opportunities for learning about leadership and management, all right? How do you think about it? Because you don't have any exposure. You might be a technologist, you are going into management role, into a leader's role, and you have a team reporting to you. So first thing is, it's no longer your individual performance. So there is a huge difference. Why is it that you're being promoted? Is because you have exceptional ability. Now you can collectively use a team of people and amplify your performance. You are going to achieve bigger things. You are given a responsibility that இன்னைக்கு வந்து you are producing X as an independent contributor. If you're going to become a manager or a leader and you're leading a 5 people team, can you produce 10X, not 5X? Because you as a leader, as an individual, you had independent contributing capacity. As an independent contributor, you were great. So can we use the skill to coach a team of 5 people and produce extraordinary results? That is what they're expecting out of you. What you have in your individual contributors capacity, can you replicate that in the next set of 5 people and produce extraordinary performance? Another reason why you are getting promoted is you have some exceptional ability as a leader. They've spotted that you have that opportunity. But the most important thing for you to think about is, as a leader, I'm not going to call you as a manager. I'm going to call you only as a leader. All right? Although you're going into a manager's role, you are not there to manage a set of people. Your job as a leader is to create more leaders. நீங்க அந்த 5 பேரை மேனேஜ் பண்ண போறீங்கல்ல, அந்த 5 பேரை வந்து can they become the next leaders in the organization? As a result of which they'll give another 5 people to each one of them and create more leaders in the organization. Right? So that's the way to look at it. Now, coming back to your question, where can I learn about it? Or how can you give me some insight? Small to medium sized organizations, majority of the organizations they don't put together any kind of material which is available for the first time manager, first time incumbent to become a manager or a leader. Some form of training is not given. Whether it is about how do you manage the people, how do you measure people's performance, how do you motivate them, how do you drive productivity, what is their career path, none of that is actually given to you in the form of training. You're just thrown there. You know, hey, go do the manager's job. And that is how managers fail as well. So first recommendation, நீங்க வந்து அந்த manager ஆவறதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து you have to invest a lot of time and hours. I would put it as 4 different ways you can learn how you can become a good leader and what are the resources available. Your own company can have some kind of training or documentation or content which you can review, work on, do some coursework within your own organization. The second thing is there are incredible amount of courses, free content, which is available on LinkedIn. You can go through that. The third area is in terms of podcasts on leadership, because I'm a huge podcast fan. I have a list of podcasts for the first time manager. There are podcasts around that. I want you to listen into podcasts which will help you groom your skills before you become a manager. All right. So podcasts and books offer you incredible amount of help. The last one which I would recommend is learning from existing leaders. When you now என்னோட leadership என்னோட managerial leadership skills what I acquired was through watching my leaders. So pay very close attention to your leaders. What are the areas? What is it that, how do they behave? How do they react? How do they communicate? How are they making their critical decision making? Think through that lens. Those are the areas. But broadly, I would say, if I have to give you what are the areas what you need to really learn, how do you motivate your team? How do you show up as a leader? Performance of your team. How do you communicate? How do you empathize with the team? Is there a lot of clarity? Are they able to follow through your vision? Are they able to take it to the next level? So those are some of the things. The last piece of information which I wanted to share with you is, just because you've become a manager or a leader, do not think that you could be completely hands-off and you're not doing what you were doing as an individual contributor. Some of the best managers or leaders, what I've seen, is that they are just not coaches or mentors who are helping drive team productivity. Managers or leaders who continue to be hands-on while they are managing teams of people are the ones who are the real problem solvers. So I hope you like this content. For the time what you've invested, I am forever grateful. Please go ahead and share your thoughts and comments, because your thoughts and comments is what helps us create more content. And thank you for being a part of the Positive Tribe.